So, obviously, we talked about Harden's injury, the possible long-term impact of his injury for himself. But what does it mean for our guys on the court? Now, some Sixers are saying the sky's falling. Sixer fans are saying the sky's falling. Put a fork in us. We're going to be in the playing game. But are there any
People are
positives?
saying that.
I've seen a lot of crazy stuff on Twitter.
Okay.
I mean, there's always crazy stuff on Twitter, but yeah, a lot of people were saying to stick a fork in us. Because Harden's been kind of one of the biggest shining spots for our team so far in this young season. But are there any positives to pull from this, or is this just all bad with this Harden injury and how it's going to impact us?
I can't see a positive from it. If you want to say it's a positive for you to kind of see where Maxey is being the primary ball handler, Melton, hopefully he plays. Seeing where he is, being another primary ball handler, and then maybe we can play the young fellow. I don't know, or Shake or some other guys. Hopefully they all step up and play well, so that can help their confidence, and that can help us in the playoffs. When playoffs, you always need somebody to step in and play. I remember when we went to the finals in 2001, I broke my ankle the first time in December, and we still kept rolling. So the guys were playing well, stepping up. So you go into the playoffs, that helps that you've kind of went through some things and had other guys that have to play bigger roles. So hopefully from that standpoint, that's a positive. That where people will have to step in and play well and perform, but they have to do it first. So I think that if it's done and it's accomplished, then that's a positive. If it doesn't happen, then obviously it's not a positive.
Less dribbling, we'll see. I would think maybe our transition defense improves a little bit. You said Maxey being the guy that we pretty much have seen him be or becoming. As far as what needs to happen, Tobias needs to shoot more shots. I mean, now it has to happen. Forget about I
think for Maxey, he's gonna see a lot of double teams now.
Yeah.
Easier to double a guy with the ball, bringing the ball up the court, because all the 5 defenders can see him. They know where he's at. So
Tobias going to step up.
Yeah, that should happen. If the opportunities are there, then whatever criticism based on how that go will be just. But the opportunities have to be there.
I mean, last 5 games, he's averaging under 10 shots a game.
That has to change.
Yeah, he needs to get now with Harden gone.
Yes, with Harden gone, that's what I'm saying. With Harden gone, that has to change.
Yeah, but it would actually be.
He has to be over 15 in my.
Yeah, it would be odd if he was. It would be like something's wrong. He doesn't want to shoot Simmons style if it's under 15. If it's under 15, that's a red flag.
He has to be over 15. Joel should be over 20 unless he's getting doubled off the bus. And Maxey's going to get his 20. That's what it appears. He's going to take his 20 shots.
Everyone got promoted. Now we have the big 3 again. So Tobias is back in the big 3. He got promoted. Maxey's number 2. Some nights he might be number 1 with how aggressive he's being on offense. And if Embiid's not totally himself, then Maxey has to be that guy. More shots to go around. Do you think because they were struggling with everyone healthy and playing in the games? It was tough to decide who gets more shots here, too much dribbling, not enough shooting from everybody. Do you think in a sense it'll be a little easier to figure it out on offense now? There's only one ball and one less guy to take the ball and dribble 1,000 times?
I wouldn't necessarily say it'd be easier. It may be easier to decide who you run the plays for.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, because James holds the ball. It's the old saying of is it different from someone that holds the ball a lot? Is he different than someone that shoots a lot? Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, it's true.
Because James holds the ball a lot, but Maxey shoots a lot more than him.
Yep. And it also brings a glaring hole of we have no one else to really. Now it's just Maxey. Like, we don't have a guy I trust to bring the ball up the court.
Melton can do it.
Yeah, Melton can do it.
Yeah, I mean,
he backed up Ja and they won.
Yeah.
They also had Jones though. Jones became more of their
so that was just saying, but Jones was still the backup.
Mm.
Like, he was the starter, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think maybe he's not like a full-time guy there, but the backup primary ball handler and off the wing, I think he's more than capable of doing that. I think that's why he was a big acquisition. My concern would be more of who's that third guy going to be. Is he just going to be Shake?
Yeah, because Melton and Maxey are going to start together.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to start them together, but it appears that, you know, when Joel went out, like, you started Smart, you started them. So I don't know why you wouldn't start them both now.
Yeah, they're going to have to, I think.
So,
but then, yeah, Shake's going to get a lot more minutes. Shake's going to need to play a key role for us coming up.
And Shake's been
you probably need another guard then, too.
Hey, I think Kemba's available.
Yeah, I'm just saying you probably need another guard, too. Then you don't have to, you know, extend anybody's minutes.
Yeah.
But I do feel that they probably should play a fourth guard, unless you're considering Thybulle a guard.
Certainly not that kind of guard.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think that, you know, maybe, you know, because we were doing
Bible poops his pants when he has
we were doing the three guards with when James was in there, and James was playing 37 minutes. But, you know, if you do the three guards again, now Maxey and Melton are going to be playing 37, 38, 39 minutes.
Yep. And
young guys, you know, they can do it right now.
Right, yeah.
It's still minutes.
And if Embiid's out, then you are looking at starting Thybulle probably at 3.
Yeah.
Melton, Maxey, Thybulle, Tucker, Tobias. That's the lineup.
Yeah.
There's a little mix of offense and defense there. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, but as we saw with Porzingis, who ate them alive with that lineup because they had no one that can get. I think Tucker's hands up straight up in the air got to like his chin area. Like he's just so big it killed us.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if with James out, if we still. And if James out, if Joel's out, we still go small.
Mm-hmm.
Versus
probably depend
Paul
on
Reed or Paul Reed. If you want to keep Trez in that same position, then do you start Paul and just have him start, or do you because you're small, but you know James is sort of like the 3 with that group defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But you just cause such the issue, you know, you cause such trouble for teams offensively with that small unit.
Yeah.
But if James isn't in that small unit, it's not the same.
Well, it's funny you bring up Paul Reed because that was one of the big, besides James Harden, the other big topic on Sixers Twitter were slaughtering Rivers for not playing Paul Reed after he was +7 in like a minute.
Yeah.
And did probably the best job.
I think if Joel doesn't play, I believe you have to start him and keep Montrez in his same role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And start that way. And so now you obviously put Melton in there, then PJ and Tobias are in their same row instead of bumping up.
Especially a bigger team.
Yeah. I mean, you got Knicks. Yeah, that'd be interesting because it's Randall. Knicks is, and who we play after the Knicks? Phoenix?
Yeah, Phoenix on Monday.
Hey, we can go small against Phoenix without 8
Yep. Yep. I think they're
I mean,
playing
it's
pretty small right now anyway.
They are.
yeah, Randall's a tough matchup.
Mm-hmm.
You know what though? Tobias has done a pretty good job, I believe, the last few times he's played Randall. Though I know Randall had a dreadful game.
It's different when you got Joel behind you versus when you don't.
I'm worried about Mitchell Robinson getting like 25 rebounds.
But that's what I'm saying. So
That's what I'm
now,
worried about.
Tobias is probably going to have to defend him.
That's true. So then Tucker can. I would think Tucker can do a decent job on Randall. He should.
I mean, he can hold him to slightly above average.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough matchup for PJ.
Yeah.
Holding the guy to slightly average is not always bad.
No, not at all. Not at all. If you can just try to force Randall to take outside contested jumpers the whole night, I think it's a plus.
I mean, because it's slightly above average in points, but more attempts is you've done your job.
Yeah, they ran out a lineup of Brunson, Fournier, Barrett, Randall, and Robinson.
Yeah, that's who they've been starting the last few times I've seen them.
Which helps us a little bit too. Those three smaller guys at 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Embiid. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what goes on with Embiid. That'll be an important one.